When it comes to the adaptation of To Kill a Mockingbird, the inspiration behind bringing Harper Lee's novel to the big screen is rooted deeply in the social issues of the time. Published in 1960, the book quickly captured the hearts and minds of readers with its powerful exploration of racism, integrity, and moral growth. As the civil rights movement gained momentum in America, producers recognized that this poignant story could serve as a mirror reflecting society's struggles with injustice. The project gained traction when producer Alan J. Pakula and director Robert Mulligan decided to take on the film adaptation. They viewed Lee's work not just as a story set in the fictional town of Macomb, Alabama, but as a narrative filled with universal themes that could resonate with audiences everywhere. The characters and their dilemmas were relatable. They asked viewers to confront uncomfortable truths about prejudice and empathy. As discussions began about casting, Gregory Peck emerged as a top choice for the role of Atticus Finch. Peck was an acclaimed actor known for portraying strong moral characters. He saw Atticus as a beacon of hope amid darkness, and recognized how vital it was to portray him authentically. His commitment to justice and compassion mirrored his own beliefs, which made him even more passionate about taking on this role. The combination of a compelling script and Peck's commitment drew in other talented actors who wanted to be part of something significant. The film aimed not only to entertain but also to provoke thought and inspire change during a turbulent time in American history. Filming began in 1962 in Monroeville, Alabama, where Harper Lee herself grew up. The atmosphere on set was charged with emotion. Cast members were aware that they were presenting a story that held immense weight. They engaged in discussions about race relations, reflecting on their own experiences and how those influenced their performances. This adaptation was not merely about recreating scenes from the book. It was an opportunity for everyone involved to contribute to an important dialogue about morality and justice during a pivotal moment in history. Ultimately, To Kill a Mockingbird became more than just a film. It became a statement that resonated with audiences then and continues to do so today. As the adaptation of To Kill a Mockingbird took shape, one of the most critical decisions was casting Gregory Peck in the role of Atticus Finch. Peck, an actor celebrated for his ability to portray noble and principled characters, immediately resonated with the essence of Atticus. He understood that this character was not just a father and lawyer, he embodied the moral compass of the story. Atticus stood for justice in a time of deep-rooted racism, and Peck felt a strong responsibility to capture that integrity authentically. Before officially accepting the role, Peck read Harper Lee's novel and was profoundly moved by its themes. He recognized that Atticus Finch was more than just a character. He represented the struggle for justice and equality. Peck believed that portraying Atticus required him to delve deep into the character's soul, making him both relatable and aspirational. He wanted to ensure that audiences could see themselves in Atticus's fight against prejudice. Once cast, Peck became a driving force on set, fostering a collaborative atmosphere among the cast and crew. His dedication to portraying Atticus with sincerity inspired those around him. The film's production team often discussed how to best convey the stark realities of racial injustice while maintaining respect for Lee's original message. Peck's focus on authenticity encouraged everyone to approach their roles with seriousness and empathy. Filming in Monroeville, Alabama, where Lee grew up, added another layer of depth to the project. The locations felt imbued with history, echoing the struggles faced by real people during that era. The atmosphere was charged as cast members immersed themselves in their roles, aware of how important their performances were for audiences grappling with those very issues. Peck also sought input from Lee herself, aiming to honor her vision for the story. This collaboration between actor and author helped ensure that the film remained faithful to the book while exploring its themes in a new medium. As filming progressed, emotional moments surfaced frequently. The cast members shared stories from their own lives that related to the themes of compassion and justice. Ultimately, Gregory Peck's portrayal of Atticus Finch became iconic. It transcended his performance and became a symbol of moral courage during a pivotal moment in American history. His work contributed not only to a classic film but also sparked important discussions that continue to resonate today. Filming To Kill a Mockingbird in the early 1960s was a profound experience for the cast and crew, shaped by the intense social climate of the time. The civil rights movement was gaining momentum, and the themes of racism and injustice depicted in Harper Lee's novel felt especially relevant. This atmosphere added weight to the production, as everyone involved understood that they were not just making a movie, they were contributing to an important conversation about equality and morality. The choice to film in Monroeville, Alabama, where Lee grew up, provided a unique authenticity to the setting. The town's small-town charm and historical significance mirrored the story's backdrop, allowing the cast to immerse themselves in their roles. Filming on location also meant grappling with real-life issues facing many communities at that time, which heightened the emotional stakes for the actors. They often found themselves reflecting on their own beliefs regarding race and justice as they worked through scenes. The cast became a tight-knit group, united by their shared mission to convey the message of the film. Actors frequently engaged in discussions about their characters' motivations and how best to portray the struggles depicted in the script. These conversations often led to emotional moments as they connected their personal experiences with the realities faced by those in the story. For instance, scenes dealing with prejudice and empathy drew on their own feelings about societal injustices. Despite the serious subject matter, there were lighter moments on set that helped balance the intensity of the film's themes. Cast members shared laughter and camaraderie during breaks, which helped foster a supportive environment. However, there were also instances of tension when certain scenes proved challenging to film. They needed to accurately reflect the harsh realities of racial discrimination without sensationalizing them. As filming progressed, director Robert Mulligan worked closely with Peck and others to ensure that every scene remained true to Lee's vision. They sought her input whenever possible, striving for authenticity in portraying her characters' journeys. This commitment to staying faithful to her message helped maintain a level of integrity throughout production. Ultimately, filming To Kill a Mockingbird was an emotional journey for everyone involved. The experience not only brought forth powerful performances but also encouraged meaningful conversations about justice that resonated both then and now. As the cast of To Kill a Mockingbird immersed themselves in their roles, their reactions to the film's themes reflected a deep understanding of the story's significance. Many actors felt a strong connection to the messages of racial justice and moral courage presented in Harper Lee's novel. For them, portraying characters in such a powerful narrative was not just acting, it was an opportunity to be part of something greater. Several cast members shared personal experiences that related to the struggles their characters faced. These reflections added depth to their performances, allowing them to embody the emotions tied to issues of prejudice and empathy authentically. For instance, during discussions about specific scenes, actors recounted moments from their own lives where they witnessed or experienced discrimination. These intimate conversations helped create bonds among the cast, strengthening their commitment to conveying the story's themes with sincerity. The heavy subject matter often led to emotional moments on set, especially during pivotal scenes that dealt with injustice. Actors found themselves moved by the dialogue and interactions, which resonated deeply given the real-world context of racial tension in America at that time. Many felt that they were not just performing but rather participating in a significant cultural moment. This awareness motivated them to approach their scenes with passion and dedication. In addition to these serious discussions, the cast also appreciated lighter moments during filming. Breaks became opportunities for laughter and bonding, allowing them to cope with the emotional weight of their work. These shared experiences fostered a sense of community among the actors, creating an environment where everyone felt encouraged to express their viewpoints and contribute creatively. As filming progressed, director Robert Mulligan continuously engaged with the cast about how best to explore these themes while staying true to Lee's vision. This collaborative approach meant that every actor had a voice in shaping how racial injustice was portrayed on screen. Their collective determination resulted in an authentic representation of complex social issues. Ultimately, the cast's reactions not only enriched their performances but also contributed significantly to how audiences would interpret the film's powerful messages. Their shared journey on this project highlighted each actor's commitment to justice and empathy, a testament to why To Kill a Mockingbird remains relevant today as both a film and a cultural touchstone. While filming To Kill a Mockingbird, the cast and crew navigated several controversies that highlighted the sensitive subjects they were addressing. The film's deep themes of racism and moral integrity prompted intense discussions on set, not just among the actors but also with the production team. Given the backdrop of the civil rights movement, tensions often arose over how to represent difficult topics authentically without sensationalizing them. One notable controversy centered around the depiction of racial violence in some scenes. While it was essential for the film to address these harsh realities, there were concerns about whether certain portrayals might be too graphic or disturbing for audiences. This led to heated debates between director Robert Mulligan, producer Alan J. Pakula, and the actors as they sought a balance between truthfulness and sensitivity. The goal was to resonate with viewers without crossing lines that could detract from the film's message. Another point of contention involved how characters were portrayed in relation to Harper Lee's original vision. Some cast members worried that their characters might not align perfectly with how Lee had depicted them in her novel. To tackle this, Peck and others routinely sought guidance from Lee herself during filming to ensure they remained faithful to her narrative while bringing personal interpretations to their roles. This collaboration helped alleviate some of the concerns, allowing for open communication about character motivations and actions as they pertain to the broader themes. Additionally, there were moments of emotional tension that arose from the material being addressed. Actors sometimes found it challenging to portray scenes filled with profound suffering and injustice without having their own feelings bubble to the surface. On particularly intense days, discussions following emotional takes became crucial for processing what they had experienced and maintaining a supportive environment. Despite these challenges, the controversies served an essential purpose. They sparked deeper engagement among cast members regarding issues of social justice and morality. This dialogue not only enriched their understanding of the material but also fostered a collective commitment to conveying its messages powerfully and respectfully. In retrospect, these controversies contributed to making To Kill a Mockingbird not merely a film but a vital cultural statement. By grappling with difficult themes and ensuring that every perspective was considered, the production aimed for authenticity while creating a work that resonated profoundly with audiences both at that time and today. As the cast and crew of To Kill a Mockingbird worked tirelessly to bring the story to life, they encountered numerous emotional moments that underscored the film's heavy themes. The atmosphere on set was often charged, as actors delved into the profound issues of racism and injustice that permeated their characters' lives. For many, these scenes were not merely lines in a script, they were vital reflections of real-world struggles that resonated deeply within them. One particularly poignant moment occurred during the trial scenes, where Atticus Finch defends Tom Robinson. Gregory Peck's portrayal of Atticus was not only a performance but also an embodiment of moral courage. As he delivered his compelling arguments against racial prejudice, the weight of his words affected everyone on set. Many cast members found themselves moved to tears, recognizing that this fictional trial mirrored countless real-life injustices. The emotional intensity of those scenes prompted discussions among the actors about their own experiences with inequality, further deepening their connection to the material. The young actress playing Scout, Mary Badham, also revealed her emotional journey while filming. She often reflected on her character's innocence and how it contrasted with the harsh realities depicted in the story. During one scene in particular, when Scout witnesses the injustices faced by Tom Robinson, Badham felt a surge of sadness for her character and for people experiencing similar realities in life. This moment resonated with her peers on set, reminding everyone that they were telling a story with genuine implications. Additionally, there were moments when the cast would take breaks after particularly intense scenes to regroup and decompress. These interludes became vital for processing their emotions and maintaining their mental well-being while navigating such challenging subject matter. The camaraderie fostered during these times helped build a supportive environment where actors could express their feelings openly without fear of judgment. Director Robert Mulligan played an essential role in guiding these emotional exchanges as well. He encouraged discussions about the material and how it connected to contemporary issues, prompting cast members to invest more profoundly in their performances. This openness allowed for authentic portrayals that resonated not just with each other but also with audiences watching. Ultimately, these emotional moments during filming enriched To Kill a Mockingbird by highlighting both the struggles and resilience of characters facing adversity. These experiences contributed significantly to making the film not only a powerful narrative but also a compassionate reflection on morality and justice that continues to inspire viewers today. As the film To Kill a Mockingbird neared completion, Harper Lee, the author of the beloved novel, shared her thoughts about the adaptation with both excitement and caution. Lee had always been protective of her story, concerned about how it might be interpreted on screen. However, she recognized that the film had the potential to reach a broader audience and spark conversations about its vital themes. From early on in the production, Lee was closely involved. She often visited the set and interacted with the cast and crew, providing insight into her characters and their motivations. This direct engagement allowed her to communicate her vision for how she wanted Atticus Finch and other central figures to be portrayed. Her presence offered reassurance to Gregory Peck and other actors that they were honoring the essence of her work while also contributing their unique interpretations. Lee's initial response to Peck's performance as Atticus was overwhelmingly positive. She admired his ability to capture Atticus's moral strength and integrity, feeling that he brought an authenticity to the role that resonated deeply with her own vision of the character. She appreciated Peck's commitment to understanding the nuances of Atticus's fight against prejudice, which mirrored Lee's own beliefs about empathy and justice. Despite her support for many aspects of the film, Lee still had reservations regarding certain changes made during adaptation. She was particularly aware of how some minor characters were altered or omitted entirely, fearing that this could shift the narrative focus in ways she did not intend. In discussions with director Robert Mulligan and producer Alan J. Pakula, Lee voiced her concerns while remaining open to their creative perspectives. The collaborative spirit between them helped bridge any gaps between her literary intentions and their cinematic vision. Once the film premiered, Lee attended screenings and listened intently to audience reactions. She noted how viewers responded emotionally to crucial scenes, especially those dealing with racial injustice. It became clear to her that despite some differences from the book, the film effectively conveyed crucial messages about moral courage and humanity. Ultimately, Harper Lee's endorsement of To Kill a Mockingbird as a cinematic adaptation solidified its status as a significant cultural work. Her willingness to engage in dialogue with filmmakers ensured that the film remained faithful to its core themes while broadening its reach. In doing so, both Lee and the production team contributed to timeless discussions about justice that continue to resonate today. Ensuring faithfulness to Harper Lee's original story was a top priority for the production team of To Kill a Mockingbird. The adaptation sought to capture the book's essence while translating its powerful themes to the screen. Producer Alan J. Pakula and director Robert Mulligan understood that the heart of the story lay in its exploration of morality, justice, and human empathy, and they worked hard to maintain these core elements throughout the filmmaking process. One of the key strategies employed was to keep an open line of communication with Harper Lee herself. Throughout production, Lee provided invaluable insights into her characters and their motivations, helping the filmmakers understand the nuances that made her work resonate so deeply with readers. This collaboration allowed them to honor her vision, while also exploring cinematic techniques that could enhance the storytelling. The screenplay, adapted by Horton Foote, remained largely faithful to Lee's novel. Foote was careful to preserve key dialogues and pivotal moments that defined the narrative, ensuring that the film reflected the same moral dilemmas faced by its characters. Scenes depicting Atticus Finch's courtroom defense of Tom Robinson were crafted to maintain their emotional weight, emphasizing the themes of injustice that are central to both the book and the film. Moreover, careful attention was given to character development. Gregory Peck's portrayal of Atticus Finch became a focal point for this dedication to authenticity. His performance encapsulated not only Atticus's moral fortitude but also his deep compassion for others, qualities that Lee had imbued in her character. Peck's ability to bring these traits to life resonated with audiences and helped convey the moral complexities present in Lee's narrative. The film also made concerted efforts to portray the setting authentically. Filming in Monroeville, Alabama, the town that inspired Lee's Maycomb, provided a genuine backdrop that matched the descriptions found in the novel. This location added an air of realism and allowed cast members to draw upon their surroundings when embodying their roles. While some minor characters were altered or omitted for pacing and narrative clarity, the essence of the story remained intact. Lee understood that adaptations often require adjustments, but appreciated how faithfully the central themes were portrayed. The film's commitment to exploring issues of race and morality aligned closely with her intentions in writing. Ultimately, To Kill a Mockingbird succeeded in capturing Harper Lee's vision while creating a powerful cinematic experience that engaged audiences in important conversations about justice and humanity, conversations that continue to resonate well beyond its release.